Okay, so here's everything that you need to know about score saving on the PTB. In the folder app data, localhost, Strylane Inc. Clone Hero, there's a file called scores.bin. This is where your scores save to from version 23. It doesn't matter whether you play it to the Clone Hero launcher or if you downloaded it directly from the website. Now, when you boot up the new PTB version 1.0.0.3075, the game will check whether there is a file called scoredata.bin, which version 23 on its own will not create. If there isn't one, it'll make one which converts all your version 23 scores over into the format that V1 uses. If there is one, it'll just read and write to that. So that's the first important thing to note, is that this conversion is only supposed to happen once. You could make it happen again by deleting it, and then the next time you boot up V1, the version 23 scores will be converted again. But apart from that, the two different versions of the game do not touch the same file. So because of that, your old scores should be safe no matter what. If you're still concerned, you can back up your scores using the Clone Hero launcher. Go over here into File Manager, then Scores. You can see I have a few here already, doesn't matter. There's Backup Scores, big button. You can name them whatever you want. I'm going to name mine Grebo. That says Brebo, but that'll do. And then they appear right here. And then you can, with these three buttons over here, you can rename, delete, or restore. So right now I could restore myself over, by pressing here, could restore myself over to the scores I had pre-conversion. I'm gonna not. And then I could restore this to go back to that state, or I can delete it like so. Now, completely separate from this scoring thing, since we're already here in the backup, there's a very important trick that everyone should know if you intend to go back and forth between version 23 and version 1 of Clone Hero, and that's backing up your song cache. Because that way, you won't have to scan songs every single time you switch versions. You will only have to scan songs when you add new ones. So first, you back up the song cache of whatever version you played last. In my case, that's V23. And again, it doesn't matter whether you play V23 in the launcher or outside of it. It'll all save to the same place, and the launcher's backup feature will be able to access it regardless. Then scan your songs on the other version of the game and back up your song cache again. This time it'll be the V1 cache. And from now on, every time you switch between playing the different versions, you can just restore and boot the game up. And you won't have to scan again unless you want to add new songs.